Several school districts joined forces for a coordinated emergency drill situation to prepare in case of a real emergency. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, Scottsbluff and Gering Public Schools, as well as ESU 13, took part in a joint preparedness drill Monday intended to help the districts know how students and staff might respond to an emergency situation. James Todd, Scottsbluff School's Safety and Security Coordinator, helped oversee the simulations, which included response by law enforcement, fire, and other emergency personnel. He tells KNB News that for the first such joint exercise, everything went well despite the fact each of the entities have different types of security challenges.
Scottsbluff's been doing this for a lot of years. Gering's been running a different set of protocols over there. So it just made it a little interesting, I guess you could say, to see how they would run things. In the end, we all decided to run the same protocols, which really worked out.
The scenario was securing the outer doors of each building, followed by a lockdown and then a false fire alarm to see how everyone would respond. Todd says there were a few doors found to be unlocked or classes where kids could be seen through the doors, but the intent of the exercise was to help identify areas in which improvement may be needed. He says more complex scenarios may be used in the future. Well, a Panhandle Trooper with the Nebraska State Patrol has had his name added to the Nebraska Law Enforcement Memorial in Grand Island. Trooper Jerry Smith was killed in the line of duty nearly 2 years ago when a careless driver struck his patrol vehicle head-on. During Monday's celebration, Command Chaplain Deb Hoffman noted that although Trooper Smith is gone, he will never be forgotten.
Today, as we add the names of Trooper Jerry Smith and Investigator Mario Herrera, we're reminded that every law enforcement death continues to be felt deeply by their families, their loved ones, and the agencies they represent.
Smith's daughter, Michelle, said the support that the NSP has shown has helped her family get through these difficult times.
A lot has happened in the nearly 2 years that my dad has been gone, but everything that he would have been here for, somebody has stood in for him. You have not allowed a single day to pass without showing us that you will be present in our lives. Our Blue family has never let us down and has never allowed us to feel like we are alone.
Lincoln Police Investigator Mario Herrera's name was also added after he was fatally shot after serving an arrest warrant last August. Well, coming up after the break, the rains are working their way out of the region and things should start to warm up tomorrow. The Lawyer's in with your Tuesday evening forecast right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, we realize the way people want to bank in the future may be different than it has been. As comfort levels and desires vary by person, banking may be different for some, yet not for others. We offer the best of both worlds, a traditional banking experience with our friendly tellers and an online or mobile banking option with features that you can personalize and utilize anytime, anywhere you go. So you can bank how you want, when you want, and from where you want to. Platte Valley Bank.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Well, as we look across the area tonight, we've got partly cloudy skies. We'll be off and on, partly to mostly cloudy through the overnight hours into the early morning hours tomorrow. It's going to be chilly, but you'll notice our rain chances are going down for a little bit. As we clear out and turn cold tonight, we get a bit milder tomorrow. Not really going to get overly warm. We've got a pretty active 7-day forecast with almost daily rain and thunderstorm chances, especially from Friday through early next week. Look at this, 45 degrees yesterday. That is 24 degrees below normal. That high temperature yesterday is about our normal low. So we didn't do very good yesterday. Didn't do much better than that today. We did do well in the rain department. 4600s here at the station. About 3/10 of an inch below normal. Now an inch plus above normal for the year. We have added some moisture. We did get over an inch reported in some areas. Again, the central and southern half of the region is where that moisture fell, and that's where the coolest temps are now. Low to mid 40s there, 50s into the near 60 degree readings as we've started to see a few breaks in the clouds and we've started to see the rain showers come to an end. And that's helped warm up that 60 in Valentine. Winds are out of the east-southeast, 10 to 15 miles an hour. We do have some wind chills to be concerned about, primarily in southern portions of the area. 26 right now for a wind chill in Cheyenne. As we take a look at our bus stop forecast tomorrow, we're going to head out the door and have it be chilly, but mostly cloudy. 39 on the way home, a little better. How about 63 degrees? That sounds much better than where we were today, doesn't it? And you can see what little bit of rain showers we have are going to be very isolated. They're going to move across the area. Can't rule out 1 or 2 showers early. Then clearing skies. We bring some more clouds in towards sunrise tomorrow, and we're going to be dealing with chilly temperatures overnight. Some areas are going to fall below that freezing mark, so be advised, upper or low to mid 30s for everybody. Now for tomorrow, we have a few clouds to start the day. We'll clear out. We'll turn mostly sunny. An isolated late day thunderstorm, can't rule those out again tomorrow. Late day shower or storm, they'll be isolated. Better coverage just off to the east of the Panhandle, in the eastern half of the Panhandle. And high temperatures tomorrow, rebounding quite nicely. 50s for the southern portions of the region, most of us in the low to mid 60s for tomorrow, so getting a little bit better. And we do have some precip coming from these isolated showers. It's getting to the time of the year where they're going to be more hit or miss variety, but a few hundredths, not out of the question, maybe up to 1/10 of an inch or so. And thankfully the snow is pretty much done, as it's going to stay off to the west of us, and maybe, just maybe, we can be done for the year talking about snow. Tonight, clearing skies, lows down around 35. We'll have more clouds start the day tomorrow. Turn partly cloudy, much warmer, 65 your high, a stray shower or thunderstorm possible. Better chances again just to the east of the Nebraska Panhandle. And then as we look at our 7-day forecast, Thursday is really the pick of the day. We warm up into the mid 70s. Friday, low 70s, and then starting Friday, we bring in a decent chance of isolated to scattered late day shower and thunderstorms every day into the forecast through Tuesday of next week. And temps hovering right about normal for this time of year, which is about 70 degrees.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with the new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
We have all learned lately that our homes are our sanctuaries. And at Renewal by Andersen, many people invest in our windows to keep out the bitter cold. But they're often thrilled when it's blazing hot outside and their Renewal by Andersen windows are keeping their homes so cool, with much lower utility bills. Renewal by Andersen windows make life at home so much more comfortable, whether it's 10 degrees below zero or 100. We can't control outside, but we sure can inside. Invest in your home now with Renewal by Andersen. You'll be glad you did.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
Welcome back. An August trial date has been set for the Garden County Sheriff, who was arrested last month following an alleged domestic assault. 44-year-old Michelle Quinn has pleaded not guilty in court on one count of third-degree domestic assault causing intentional bodily injury to an intimate partner. Quinn was taken into custody on April 13th by Nebraska State Troopers after Garden County deputies had stopped her vehicle as part of the investigation into an assault that was reported in Keith County. Bond in the case was modified to allow Quinn and her partner to take part in a supervised joint counseling session, and a hearing for the final plea on the Class 1 misdemeanor charge is set for July 22nd before trial scheduled for August 5th. Well, a 26-year-old Scottsdale woman is facing a felony drug distribution charge following a controlled drug buy conducted by the Wing Drug Task Force nearly 1 year ago. Brittany Desjardins was arrested last Friday on one count of distribution of a controlled substance. Court documents say a CI arranged to purchase an 8-ball of meth from Desjardins in mid-May 2020, and at a local truck stop, the suspect sold them a clear plastic baggie with a white crystal substance that tested presumed positive for meth. She made her initial appearance on the charge yesterday afternoon in Scottsbluff County Court. And nearly half of Nebraska's adult population has now been vaccinated against the coronavirus. The state said Monday that 49.6% of the population aged 16 and older has now been fully vaccinated, and more than 1.5 million doses of the shots have been administered across the state. The campaign to distribute the shots continues to make progress across the state, although the pace of vaccinations has slowed in recent weeks as demand has weakened. The 7-day rolling average of daily new cases in Nebraska decreased over the past 2 weeks, going from 322 new cases per day on April 24th to 186 new cases per day as of Saturday. Well, straight ahead, Chabella Guzman in with a check-in on Ag News. KNEB.TV News will be back right after the break.
This year, W2 means we double. Reganis Auto Center will double your down payment on any pre-owned vehicle on their lot. Turn $500 into $1,000. Turn $1,500 into $3,000. Use that money to get out of your lease or a vehicle you owe too much on, or to lower your monthly payment. For a limited time only, double your down payment only at Reganis Auto Center on East Overland and East 27th Street in Scotts Bluff. Your volume discount dealer.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leeds Heads.
In boots, new and old, you've walked the rows of life, a fence length of time. You fought the floods, snow, and sweltering heat, and lifted breathing and settled pain. With a smile and a cry, you've strengthened your community and future generations. Sometimes with nothing to say. Often can't say enough. Like, let me do it again.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the FNBO Ag Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
With assistance from broadband, rural businesses are beginning to see positive returns. Great Plains Communications has put down new fiber in Gordon. Among the businesses to benefit from the faster broadband is Open Range Beef, an organic beef processor. Trent Kling, Director of Operations, explains how it's helped the business grow.
As far as production goes, various pieces of equipment that we were able to install that need to utilize high-speed internet access that were, like I said, took us kind of in the next step in processing, X amount ahead up to that 1,000 a week. So anything from packaging, labeling boxes, being able to network all those pieces of machinery together, fat analysis, being able to read lean content with utilizing x-ray machines, just to kind of touch on a few. So.
Kling says the high-speed internet will help them stay in touch with customers across the U.S., and he adds without the fiber, they wouldn't have seen such growth for their business.
The business would have been restricted greatly. We wouldn't have been able to take that next step to be able to grow. Our processing would have been capped, probably half of what it is right now. And like I said, just to be able to move the product would be a lot harder than it is. So, it was able to, grow our business and not have a ceiling at where we can grow. So.
Great Plains Communications used 2020 CARES Act funds administered by the state of Nebraska's Department of Economic Development to aid in building fiber networks that will pass 1,009 locations in Gordon, making it a fiber-rich community.
In boots, new and old, you've walked the rows of life, a fence length of time. You fought the floods, snow, and sweltering heat, and lifted breathing and settled pain. With a smile and a cry, you've strengthened your community and future generations. Sometimes with nothing to say. Often can't say enough. Like, let me do it again.
The Verizon family is full of frowns because they're spending too much for their unlimited data and phones, while the Viero family is all smiles because they're getting 4 lines of unlimited data with 2 free Apple iPhone SE for mom and dad and 2 free LG K31 smartphones for the kids, all for just $100 a month. They're saving so much, they're able to get Fido. Find out how you can too at Viero.com or your nearest Viero store. Viero Wireless, keeping you connected.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Western CPAP Supply has earned an impeccable professional reputation within the Wyoming and Western Nebraska region. Helping you get a good night's sleep is our passion. Our amazing team understands sleep disorders from a personal and professional level. We use CPAPs and BiPAPs too, and sometimes it just helps to work with people who share common ground. Our accredited CPAP supply company is approved by Medicare and Medicaid and is in network with every major insurance company in the region. Western CPAP Supply. We're here to help.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want you to plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. With our personalized trust and estate planning services, our trust services can help you do just that. When it comes to estate planning, you should seek professional help. And when you do, you should have confidence in the financial institution you choose to handle your trust. At Platte Valley Bank, we pride ourselves in keeping our trust operations local and serving our friends and neighbors. We offer a highly personalized, full line of personal trust and estate planning. Give us a call today and see how our trust services can help you.
And finally tonight, the City of Scottsbluff and Paul Reed Construction have another important update in regards to the pedestrian bridge being built in Scottsbluff on Highway 26. Officials say that the stretch of Highway 26 between Avenue B and 5th Avenue will be closed to traffic on Wednesday night, May 12th, from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Crews with Paul Reed will be pouring the concrete deck on the pedestrian bridge over Highway 26, and there will be detours in place to guide motorists around the highway closures. Motorists are urged to use extreme caution when around the closure or in the detour routes. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. See you here next time.